has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So TCU's offense will go on the attack first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making...
Breaks into the open. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Might as well give it to him again. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Off play action on first down. Bringing the heat. Fires one high and deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's De La Rosa. There's a heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. So Pittsburgh's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Hit right back to the line. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. The quick out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Caught over the middle. It's Traore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's De La Rosa. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Horned Frogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Tar Heels ever do that? We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The tight end gets the handoff on 3rd and short. You don't see that every day. He's loose on the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Panthers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3. Turning it on. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's De La Rosa. A strike downfield. Touchdown, TCU! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Makes the grab on the left. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Pitt pushing the pace.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in, got that sucker to the ground.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. And the ball comes to rest right there. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. They'll try the run. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. He'll run it again. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 from their own 13. Wants to throw. It's De La Rosa. Under fire. Moving past the 25. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Wilfork. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Traore. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. It's Wilfork. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. He wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's De La Rosa. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The run from the shotgun. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be...
There he goes. Gets it past the marker. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Hit right back to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The RPO, it's complete. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Pistol Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Arkansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's De La Rosa. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here's a quick throw out through the left. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Pitt pushing the base. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And the try is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his slip.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Breaks into the open. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 2nd down coming up. They'll run it from the gun. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. To the air. It's De La Rosa. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They'll run play action. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw again. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw, it's De La Rosa. Completes it in the middle.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a good game. Hit it right back to the line. Third down play from the gun. Makes the grab. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it from the gun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, what a move. Made a defender miss. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. He'll do it himself. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Horned Frogs are marching down the field. Back to throw, it's De La Rosa. A little screen to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Throwing right. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They are up by 7 over Arkansas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
And the Panthers want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Red pass, it's complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Horned Frogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's De La Rosa. Catch in the middle, it's Wilfork. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Panthers in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Complete to start this drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and look for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide open downfield. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Horned Frogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here comes the heat. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's De La Rosa. Fires on the move. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Punt is in the air. Wants to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They go to the draw. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Pitt pushing the base. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Setting up the screen.
Well, the offense on 3rd down, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. The give to the tailback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's De La Rosa. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Got a little space. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got the back over the middle.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 23 over Texas State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye up.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's De La Rosa. Bringing the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Hit right back to the line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. He's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Puts it out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Off the play fake. Works the middle of the field. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Panthers. And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Ready to try the point after. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. To throw, it's De La Rosa. He's got an open man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Here's a heat. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
No gain on the play. Now,
they're throwing for it on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
it's a turnover on downs.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Finds his tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Find some fresh air. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.